करेक्ट हुआ? इसीलिए क्यों किया ना? हो गया ना? PowerPoint.
Vikram sir, Deepak sir, council to be ready outside. The girl sitting in the corner there.
What quality? What quality?
That is why I said you come to play Friday.
I'm fit, man.
That you sit up, you don't feel that.
He's
I
comparing.
don't care of what you say. What
He's going by his standard.
You don't compare, okay?
Yeah, no comparison.
No comparative study, understand? Hey, have you got
Yeah. Here actually,
Streaming is on. And
here I think
Sun will have difficulty, no?
difficulty.
Anita sir,
That area you have good flat there. How much?
This
That one.
275.
Good, no? That is a posh area.
no, I didn't see you
High
guys
class.
a minute.
Big rooms are here. What happened? I have seen 2 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, but there is water problem. Rest the suggest stay.
Ah, that is.
Even for yesterday also for that last problem.
Area
Quite
is good.
huge area.
Buildings are good. But what a problem.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah, behind the picture also there is one new building. This is 250 something, 1 bed. Corridor and all that. But the 3% I have to pay for that. That's okay. 3%, no? That's LBI charges. Otherwise I had to pay 300. Why 300 every month? Instead of that, okay, that's a real extra you have to pay that. That is one time only.
1 year.
Only one time.
Broad.
Then fraud.
There's a tax.
They charge something. I don't know. US
I'm saying postal.
Freeholders, please stand. Girls.
नहीं हो रहे हैं नहीं हो मैंने आप इधर कम आ रहा था तो अंदर थोड़ा मतलब उतना 20
Vanessa sir, ask him to stand up. Sir, your group. Students, be quiet. Quiet, band. Be quiet, everyone. Three voters, attention. The marching exit, followed by the members of the Student Council, marks the beginning of the solemn and prestigious We now have the prayer song led by the school choir. I request Mr. Deep Wilson, Vice Principal, Senior Section, to escort the Chief Guest, Captain Nair, Defense Advisor, and Principal, Mr. Srinivas K. Naidu, to Green often symbolizes rebirth, renewal, and keeping this in view, we present a potted plant to our Chief Guest, Captain Arjun. I request Mr. Deep Wilson, Vice Principal, Senior Section, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are honored to have in our midst Captain Arjun Dev Nair of India, Sultanate of Oman, as a chief guest for this prestigious ceremony. Captain Arjun Dev Nair is a role model for all of us. His immaculate personality says it all. On behalf of our principal, Mr. Srinivas K. Naidu, we extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Great moment indeed for the newly elected Student Council and prefects. Thank you, sir, for your inspiration and encouragement always. Special greetings to all those who are assembled here this morning, parents, students, and my colleagues. Encouraged with the presence of the Vice Principal Pre-Primary Section. A warm welcome to you, sir, and express our appreciation to all the members of the School Management Committee for their constant support, encouragement and guidance. Once again, welcome to one and all. Thank you.
May I request our principal to administer the office to the prefects and the members of the council. Mrs. Geeta Chauhan, Assistant Vice Principal, to escort our principal.
A student who accepts the position of a prefect or a member of the student council undertakes duties that are not carried out. He must first strictly obey the rules of the school himself if he is to see that he leads by example. A prefect is an office of responsibility, trust and honor. It is in his power to create an environment of happiness, security and confidence, each student institution to grow into a responsible human being. He may also, if he does not fulfill his responsibilities, stunt such growth. In learning to exercise his responsibilities wisely, he is given the highest opportunity this school offers students to do his duty well and fairly, a chance to earn the respect of his peers and his elders, to prepare for the wider life beyond this institution. Do you, Ellen Gigi Tom and Angela Alex, the T. Mohan and Samantha Astor Pinto, the elected head boy and assistant head girl, Alfred Manages Kunal Sinha, Anjali Amar Kumar, Rohit Perry, Merin Elja John, Pratyusha Sivkumar, and Natasha Jimmy, the elected assistant coordinators, Prashant Matapati, Rachit Nair, Hensi Kara, and Hanak Rajan, and the elected come here of your own free will to accept the honor and responsibility this institution confer upon you. We do. Do you, the elected House Vice Captain, prefects, come here of your own free will to accept the honor and the responsibility the institution intends to confer upon you? We do. By the power vested in me as head of the institution, I shall now administer the oath of office. Or raise your right hand and repeat after me. We solemnly pledge to discharge our duties loyally and faithfully to the best of our abilities, glory and honor of our institution. We shall always endeavor to serve with honor those entrusted to our care. In the best traditions of this institution. And to be worthy of the trust placed in us. So help us God.
Sir, we invite our chief guest, Captain Arjun Dev Nair, West Mr. Deep Wilson, Vice Principal Senior Section, to escort the chief guest. The chief guest will honor the head boy, the head girl, head boy, and the assistant with the badges of office. Thank you, sir. Our principal will now honor the 4 house captains with their badges. Advisor. May I request Mrs. Geeta Chauhan, Assistant Vice Principal, Senior Section, to escort Mr. Jacob Zacharias, Vice Principal, Middle Section, Mrs. Priya Murali, Vice Principal, Primary Section, and Mrs. Prema George, Vice Principal, Pre-Primary, to the stage. The coordinators and the assistant coordinators will be honored with their badges of office by the vice principals of the various sections. The vice captains of each house will be honored with their badges of office by the house masters and the house mistresses. The prefects will be honored with their badges by the assistant vice principals, Mrs. Geeta Chauhan, Mr. Escalin Gonzalez, Mrs. Hema Menon, Ms. Shaheen Kasmani, heads of different faculties, and the counselors. The head boy, Alan Gigi Tom, will now take the pledge on behalf of the members of the Student Council.
We, the members of the Student Council, that we will do our best in carrying out our duties and responsibilities entrusted to us. We promise that we will strictly obey the rules of the school, and it will be our endeavor to see that all others who are placed under us also do the same. We are aware of the responsibilities of our new office and are fully conscious of the honor accorded to us by the school. The task before us is difficult, but we are confident that by the guidance and commitment, we shall be able to do our duties. We shall, at all times, preserve the honor and reputation of our school. May God help us.
The Assistant Vice Principal will now lead us in prayer.
Lord, we stand before you to seek your blessings upon us and our work. We pray each one of us will do our duty as a mark of your service. Help us to maintain the honor of our school by doing always the right thing at the right time. Help us to discharge our duties with love and dedication. Help us to be of service to others. Bless us with wisdom and knowledge. Help us to remember that we have to be disciplined, firm, courteous, and kind, and face everyone with courage and confidence. Bless us to be strong and fit. Bless each one of us that this year may be the best we have ever had.
May I request our Chief Guest, Captain Arjun Dev Nair, Defense Advisor, Embassy of India, to address the newly invested office bearers.
Aram se, as they say in the military, you can relax. Like all chief guests, I will have a tendency to talk too much. So you may have a little difficulty upright for that long. So just relax. A tip of the trade, move your feet, move your fingers or your toes inside the boots or the shoes, helps you to stay awake. Respected principals, teachers, members of the school management committee, all the staff of the school, proud parents, and of course, the proud office bearers, from the head boy to every member of the student council, and all the other students who are present here today. Good morning, and it is a pleasure to be here. I think it's my third time. Makes us all proud. The Indian school in the Sultanate, and I read about your achievements almost every day. In community and a member of the embassy, I must compliment the school, the principal, the staff, and of course, the parents and the children who keep this flag, proud institution flying so high. Well done and keep it up. Today we have gathered here to celebrate the institution of leadership. We spend a lot of time celebrating leaders in every walk of life, and it's only fair that we begin right at the beginning during a child's school time, because nothing is ever achieved in any walk of life, nothing challenging, without a leader to show the way. And that's why we have grand ceremonies, and I must compliment the teachers and the students who put up such a fine ceremony today. Your drill would do the military proud, and I hope that some of you do join the military in the years to come. But these ceremonies, they help us to celebrate leaders, because not all leaders are born, but definitely every leader can be made. And leadership is an art and a science, but it's always improved with practice. And these are the years when you'll start slow, start small, learn step by step. But whatever you learn today as leaders in the student council, as the head boy, the head girl, and all the other members will hold you in very good stead in the years to come. We in the military, we prize leadership because we believe that for us, when we are dealing with threat to life, when every action you take can put the subordinates' lives at risk, leadership is critical. Because when a man is in danger of his own life, that is when his true natural instincts come to the fore. And what happens when you're scared? Because anyone who says he's not scared is lying. Is scared at some time in life. And in the military, we are probably scared every day of our lives because we have such challenges. Your life is at risk. So how do you deal with this? You deal with this by creating leaders who, when you look at them, you follow them, who give you that inspiration, difference. And that's why in the military, we prize leadership above all else. We create aura around leaders. We train young officers and men throughout their careers to be leaders. Because when the time comes, when lives are in danger, the men who follow, the men and women who follow you, will not follow you because you have a stripe on your shoulder, or because you are taller than them, or you speak better than them. They will only follow you if they believe two important things. The first, that you are competent to do your job. All the speeches in the world will not help you when the time comes to show the men that you know what you're doing. Competency is built up over time and effort, and it requires hard work. And you have to be good at what you are doing. And that's why all the teachers and all the parents here, we try and encourage you children, find something which you enjoy doing. Find something which you have an aptitude for and make that your life, make that your career. The reason being, competent and good at what you do, you're already halfway there to becoming a leader. And that's why competency in the military is prized. We train people, we spend a lot of time and money training people so that when the time comes, when the bullets are fired, when the ships are sailing in harm's way, when the fighters are, you know what to do, you're competent. And the second thing which we learn about leadership in the military, which is of course true for any walk of life, is that the team comes first. And this we emphasize in every exercise which we do. The team always comes first. The men will only follow you into danger. And when I say men, I mean men and women, because today the military is truly integrated. Only follow you into danger if they know that you believe that their welfare, their safety comes first. Because nobody wants to die for a lost. People want to believe in what they're doing, and they have to believe. And that's why if you go to the Indian Military Academy in Dehradun, you will have the saying, the motto right in front of the main hall, that this honor, glory, and welfare of the country comes first. The safety on time. And that is the motto of the military, and of course, it is beautifully brought out in the Indian Military Academy in Dehradun. So that is the ethos of the military. And there are so many examples. In fact, this year, celebrating the Golden Jubilee of the first Indians to climb Mount Everest in 1960. And it's amazing and interesting to know that, of course, the entire team was made of military personnel who were trained mountaineers, but the team was led by a commander of the Indian Navy, Commander M.S. Kohli. And it's quite interesting to know what was a Navy man doing so far from the seas. What was he doing? It's because when you take every day of your life, when you do adventure sports, when you push your mind and your body every day in various pursuits, you're preparing yourself, you're getting ready. And so we in the military, we appreciate these adventure sports because they may be sports, but for us, I can tell you since I've done it myself, you're scared. Your knees start shaking. When you're looking at the earth up from 10,000 feet, everything looks like a speck. What makes you jump out of the aircraft? It is the teamwork and the ethos and the bonding of those of you in the aircraft at that time, your team members. And that is what leadership is all about. You have to be part of the team. You have to believe in them. They have to believe in you. And of course, we all know that is built and developed. In fact, 1987, we had the Indian military operations in Sri Lanka, Operation Pavan, and operations we sent. The Navy was operating off Sri Lanka and against the LTT, the Liberation Tamil Tigers, and there was information and intelligence. They were operating small boats off the coast, and the Navy was told to go and those small boats in a closed harbor which was protected from all sides. So of course we selected our most trained people, the Marine Commandos, the Naval Marine Commandos, to go and neutralize those boats. Came up on surface of the harbor, they were immediately fired upon. Obviously, the intelligence out, somebody had informed that about to occur. So there was gunfire all around. The team was up, the boats were right ahead, but they were right in the thick. There were searchlights on them, there was firing on, and they were not able to. It was a small team, about divers, led by one Lieutenant Arvind Singh, in commando. He realized that if he was to carry out the mission, distract the defenders. And so he started making a lot of noise, the explosive charges, and thank to God, Arvind Singh himself retreated. And of course, this is one of the famous naval operations of the Pavan. And Lieutenant Arvind Singh, as he was then, today of course he's an admiral, was awarded the Mahavir Chakra, highest gallantry award of the Indian military. In fact, he had, and that's where all this training will hold you in good stead. Anyway, let's not drone on for too long. By again congratulating all of you here today for our Navy. I would love to command a few of you and I look forward to meeting you in whichever life you may be in the years to come. And of course, I give you my best wishes for the challenges ahead in the next 1 year or 2 years or some junior classes. As you grow as leaders, do well, keep the flag flying high, make your parents proud, make the school proud. Thank you very much. Jai Hind. Parting tip from my side. One quality which I feel leader should inculcate is the reading. And when I say reading, I don't mean the sports page or the fashion page. I mean something today which improves you, whether it's something about the world around you, something about the country, something about the job you're doing, self-updated, who can deliver the goods. So you have to learn, develop this habit of reading, and towards that, I wanted to present a small, but a nice book to the school library. It is about INS Vikramaditya and the transformation of the Navy. As you know, INS Vikramaditya is our newest aircraft carrier, which has come in just about 2 years ago. The largest ship that we have in the Navy, and it is the best testament to because it has 15 commonly heading towards. So allow me to take this opportunity to present this to the school library. I hope some of you get the time to read it. It will be a good read.
Thank you, sir. Hopefully, our office bearers will prove real challenges and fighters in life ahead. Thank you, sir. As a token of gratitude, ISM family would like to present a memento to our chief guest. May I request Mr. Srinivas K. Naidu to do the honors. Vice Principal, Mr. Deep, to escort our Chief Guest, Principal, and Vice Principals to their seats. Girl, the vote of thanks.
Honorable Chief Guest, Captain Arjun Dev Nair, Defense Advisor, Embassy of India, Sultanate of Oman, Principal, Mr. Naidu, Vice Principals, Assistant Vice Principals, Heads of Departments, teachers, parents, the newly office bearers, a very good morning. I deem it my proud privilege the vote of thanks. Guest, Captain Arjun Dev Nair, for spending his valuable time and inspiring the newly invested office bearers with his thought-provoking words. Sir, it has been an honor having you as our chief guest, and we thank you for being part of the prestigious investiture ceremony. We would like to thank our principal, Mr. Srinivas K. Naidu, for being a team for their able support and timely assistance. Friends, as we move ahead with life as leaders, we need the oath we have taken today and move on to greater heights. Congratulations to all the newly elected student council members, the prefects, and their proud parents. Thank you all once again. Have a wonderful day.
Quiet. I request the prefects to remain standing until the chief guest and the principal have escorted by the vice principal.
Stand at ease. You can put the flags back. The girls standing near the wall, start moving down. Yeah, please go down. You can relax, no problem, relax. You can go and have water, please. All of you go and have water. Have water. Here, arrange for photograph.